So I heard you've sampled some of the Omaha delicacy. Runs
Yes,
us?
I had one and it was really good. I figured out what it really is an Omaha burrito.
Robert Carradine, best known for his iconic portrayal of Louis Skolnick in the 1984 comedy classic, has died at the age of 71. Behind the smiles, movie sets, and decades of public appearances, Robert Carradine was quietly fighting a battle many people never saw. While audiences remembered him as the lovable, awkward Louis Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds, his private life told a much more complicated story, one shaped by a long and difficult struggle with bipolar disorder. For nearly 20 years, Carradine lived with the condition, an illness that affects mood, energy, and the ability to handle everyday life. Those close to him understood that this was not simply a matter of emotions or personality, but a serious medical condition that can deeply impact a person's thoughts and well-being. Like many who live with mental health challenges, Carradine's struggles were largely invisible to the outside world. The news of his passing at the age of 71 shocked fans who had followed his career for decades. But what made the moment even more powerful was the honesty of his family, particularly his brother, Keith Carradine. Instead of allowing rumors or speculation to dominate the story, the family chose to speak openly about what Robert had endured. Keith Carradine's words carried both grief and compassion. He explained that his brother's death followed a long battle with bipolar disorder, describing it not as a personal failure but as an illness that ultimately overwhelmed him. His message was clear and deeply human. There should be no shame in discussing mental health. "We want people to know it, and there is no shame in it," Keith said. His statement immediately stood out because conversations about mental illness, especially involving well-known figures, are often surrounded by silence. By choosing transparency, the Carradine family shifted the focus from mystery to understanding. Robert Carradine's life was closely tied to Hollywood history. Born into the famous Carradine acting family, he built a career that spanned film and television. Yet it was his role in the 1984 comedy Revenge of the Nerds that made him unforgettable to many viewers. His portrayal of Louis Skolnick, intelligent, awkward, and determined, turned him into a symbol of underdog triumph and earned him a lasting place in pop culture. Fans admired not only his performances, but also the warmth and humor he brought to the screen. Many tributes have highlighted the irony that someone who made so many people laugh was privately dealing with such heavy challenges. This contrast is a reminder of something important: outward success does not always reflect inner peace. Mental health experts often emphasize that bipolar disorder is a complex medical condition requiring long-term care, support, and treatment. It is not something that can simply be overcome through willpower. Carradine's story echoes the experiences of countless individuals and families navigating similar struggles. Keith Carradine remembered his brother with deep affection, choosing to celebrate his life rather than define it by its ending. He described Robert as profoundly gifted, someone who could be incredibly funny, wise, and accepting of others. These memories paint a picture of a man loved not only for his talent but for his character. The reaction from fans has been filled with sadness but also reflection. Many people have used the moment to speak about mental health awareness and the importance of empathy. Conversations that might once have been avoided are now being shared more openly, a shift that can help reduce stigma and encourage understanding. Robert Carradine leaves behind a legacy of memorable performances and decades of work in entertainment. But beyond the roles and recognition, his life story carries another message, one about the hidden struggles people may face and the need for compassion in how we talk about mental health. His family's honesty has transformed a painful loss into something that may help others feel less alone. And for those who grew up watching him on screen, Robert Carradine will be remembered not only for the characters he played, but for the humanity behind them.